Welcome to Maisha Nordics. This midsummer, I've come to Vicky to talk to a friend of mine. We are here to talk about a range of subjects. First of all, our relationship with each other and his experience in Finland. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my friend Justin. Hello, brother.
Thanks for having me.
I'm in your neighborhood, man.
Yeah. Welcome to Vicky. Welcome to Vicky.
Ah, man. You know, I don't live far from Vicky, but because of engagements and time, it's just impossible to find time to come to Vicky.
Man, you should try and find time. I've been here somewhat 8 years now.
You've been living in Vicky?
Yeah, I've been living in Vicky since 2012. And I don't know, right now I'm looking for an apartment, but I don't know, it's so hard.
Of course, it's
Helsinki. Going to leave this place.
You know when I came to Helsinki, they said that I was the 41,000.
Yeah.
In line to get an apartment.
Yeah, I'm having that kind of problem now. So
I had to use other tricks to get it in, but yes, it was really difficult.
But anyway, for my case, I have other things in mind now. I've looked into some private companies.
Okay.
Where I can, so I have like 3 or 4 private companies, but I'm just still waiting on Helsinki Kabuki for a while. But if I see that they don't get back to me, within probably the next couple of months, then I think I should go private. While my application is still pending.
Of course.
While my application is still pending.
But tell me, man, I mean, I think the last time, we worked together.
Yeah.
And then we went separate ways. You hadn't graduated.
No. That was my first job as what they call care worker.
Yeah.
What they call hoitaja
in
Finland. Yeah, but I hadn't graduated then. No, I graduated like 3 years after that. Yeah.
So what has been? Tell me because we haven't really talked. What has been your experience? Tell me.
Well, first of all, coming into Finland was quite new for me because I came straight from Africa, and I was domiciled in Kokkola. Yeah, I was domiciled in Kokkola. Yeah. So when I was in Kokkola, I was there for a year, and there was no job, and I came with naira that I converted to euros.
Yes.
So I was basically spending my naira. Yeah, because anything I buy, I try to convert.
Convert in your
As
head.
at that time, I remember there's this story, it's a very funny story. I bought a cup of coffee with this coffee machine in Kokkola. And I think it was €1 I put in, and the coffee didn't come. So I was not like, people were asking me, I was like, how do I get my €1 back? They're like, I have to meet with the kitchen staff. So I went there, and the lady was like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, there was a problem with the machine. Or would you want the €1 or the coffee? And I said, please, I want my €1. Yeah, because then I'd already converted, and €1 was like about 200 naira then. Imagine buying 1 cup of coffee for 200 Nigerian naira. No, my brother, it was...
Because I don't know, what can 200 Nigerian naira buy in Nigeria?
Wow.
Can you have a meal?
Do you know? I don't know if you are conversant with this thing we call Mama Put.
No,
Mama Put is like this kind of canteens where they have rice, beans, plantain, and
sort of like a cereal shop.
It's food. It's prepared food.
Oh, it's prepared food.
Prepared food. You just go there and you buy. With 200 naira, then you can buy a full plate, a full meal, rice, beans, spaghetti, plantain, everything. Yeah, with some meat for 200 naira. Then pure water. Then I don't know if you guys know what we call pure water. Is water put in sachets that we can drink. It's readily available everywhere. Nigeria is hot and everything, so people always have this readily available cool water where you can just use to quench your thirst.
Okay.
Yeah, with like 2 pure water. You're done.
And that's
about 200, and that's just what equivalent to a cup of coffee.
No, I remember. I actually do remember.
So, man, living in Kokkola was kind of difficult. We didn't have jobs. I couldn't go to the store to buy ice cream. Like I couldn't really have that luxury of okay, let me buy something, you know, I was always getting what I really needed.
Yes.
Yeah, because and then I was looking at my funds. It was really going down. I was still paying rent.
Yes.
If not for some support I got from my cousin that lives in America, then we were just talking, you know. I was telling him because he was like, okay, you're in Europe now. Like, yeah. And we were just talking, and I told him that, man, this place, I don't know if I'll be able to survive here another year because I'm not working. And all the places, all the jobs were not available, although there were some people that got jobs.
In Kokola,
yeah. But the breaking point for me was when Posty
yes.
in Kokola organized interviews for almost all the foreigners there. We were like 70 people looking for jobs, and we all got interviewed.
Right.
And at the end of the day, they employed 2 people. Out of 70 people that got interviewed, they employed 2 people.
What were they basing this qualification?
I didn't care about that. I just went straight to the lady and I backed at her, and then I was expecting her to call the security on me because I was like, how can you? Then I didn't even know they employed 2. I said, how can you invite us for interview and not employ anybody? Then she now said we employed 2. Can you imagine? Yeah.
No,
so
let me tell you about because this is something that I want to hone on. Because when we came here, you were in, well, I came a little bit earlier than you.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I was in Salo.
Yeah.
And we had, basically there were no jobs. And this is, eventually, of course, we got employed by Nokia. Okay. But there were no jobs then. So me and my friend, this is how determined we were. We went to the employment office.
Yeah.
And what we did is that we went with dictionaries.
Okay.
So the guy would talk and we'd first flip the dictionary and try to get what he's talking about. Can you imagine?
Okay.
And
the Finnish dictionary.
Yes. The Finnish English.
Okay, Finnish English.
So the guy there, or rather the front office person, would just look at us and they couldn't wrap their head around what we were trying to do. Because for them it looked so foreign. How? This is somebody who doesn't speak any language.
Yeah.
And we were there. I mean, we didn't care. We were there. We what are you saying? I caught one word.
Yeah, you know.
So I remember those experiences.
You know when we're looking about where we come from, you know, about, I don't know, people can come to Europe and maybe just live their life the way they feel. But you should know that the opportunity you have coming in here is not just for you.
No.
There are people that are looking up to you.
That's
so
true.
with you knowing where you're coming from, you should try and make it a point of duty for you to try and strive. Well, of course we can't be perfect, but strive for something. Try and make it. You can imagine when I came to your ward, then I didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
You remember when if it's time for reporting, I would just run to the toilet and I'll take the dictionary and be writing and come out and I'm like, just in soon, and I'm like, you know, it was difficult, but we had to survive.
But I remember back then, because I think that I don't know, because it was because of those experiences, but your plan was to go to the States after you graduate. And Justin, you're still here.
Yeah. You see, that is something. How do I say this? I used to have these 5-year plans for my life.
Yeah.
I knew in Kokola that I was going to study nursing.
Yes.
In Helsinki.
Yes.
I knew.
Yeah.
I already had a 5-year plan in Kokola because I had this notepad in my laptop that shows pathway.
Yeah.
I still have it.
Right.
In my laptop now.
Right.
I transferred.
Yeah.
So there was a steady pathway for me to go to the States.
Right.
But then some things happened, you know, like the popular Mike Tyson saying everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face. Yeah. I had a plan, but
let's hone on something here, because after that you transitioned into work life. How has that been?
I wouldn't say for the whole foreigners.
Yeah.
But I think for the black-skinned foreigners.
Yes.
There is this ceiling, that glass ceiling you don't see. There's so much you can do, but you ain't getting past certain places.
What does this ceiling mean to you in terms of your booklet, the 5-year plan? Because if Justin, you say that at this point, as a black person living in Finland, there is a ceiling, and by a ceiling, I think you're talking about institutional racism.
Yes.
Or discrimination that is institutionalized.
Yes.
With your 5-year plan and this ceiling just pressing on your head, if I would use that term, how does it now resonate with your experiences that you've had and the next 5 years? What's the plan?
Well, like I said, different people have different reasons why they do certain things.
But I'm asking you.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about for me.
Yes.
I'm not done yet.
Yes.
Like I told you, when I came to Finland initially, I thought I was going to be here for a while and just leave. And this is it's over 9 years and I'm here. Soon to be 10.
Yes.
Yeah, that means if you're looking at the 5-year plans, it's times 2 now.
Yes, now.
Yeah, it's times 2 now. But yeah, I still have another 5-year plan.
Okay.
Yeah, because as time goes, your plans updates.
Would you care to share?
It's more like personal development. I just want to make myself more expensive.
Yes. That
anywhere I'm going, I'm not gonna beg them that I need this, I need that. I need you to beg me. Yeah. I'm serious. Like
yes.
I've been here. I've been here. I've seen my growth.
Yes.
I've seen how it's been with me here. I've seen the things that I had to tolerate.
Exactly.
I've seen the things I needed to swallow. Look, the skin is now tough.
Yes.
You understand? It's thick.
But do you think that for us as black people, is it from your experience?
Yeah.
Do you think that it comes automatically because the word on the street now is that as a black person you are told, no, but you're strong, no, but you have to be strong, no, but you have to persevere. Do you think that is this what identifies us, especially in this environment where we are a minority, that for us to succeed or for us to be able to even get our head close to that ceiling that you're talking about? Is it that we that toughness, because that toughness comes with a price, I think, because then it means that you have to go through a lot of excruciating experiences to grow that thick skin. So as a black person, is it an automatic thing that we have to be strong?
Let me tell you a story.
Yeah.
When I first got my first job in Finland,
yeah,
it was a cleaning job.
Yeah.
Yes, in some company.
Yes.
And my first experience was I was supposed to clean like 13 staircases in 6 hours, I think. So
like these big ones.
Those staircases, like those four-story
buildings,
staircases.
Yeah.
13 of them.
Yeah.
With a shopping mall, the corridor of a shopping mall.
Yeah.
And one staircase there also. And I was now telling a friend, like, can you imagine, like, because my first experience, I never had a job like that, and it was my first job here.
Right.
And the guy, do you know what the guy told me? You're a black man. You're strong. I was like, so it's not like, it's a general thing that being black, you need to have this mental toughness to do certain things. But it's up to us to put a stop to that narrative. Yeah, you never see them do those menial jobs. You never see them do this posting. You never see them do this cleaning and stuff. What they do, they drive buses, yes. They work in healthcare, lots of them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So I think it's first things first, coming into this environment, the thing that really separates you from others, it's the language. So if you can know that the language is a key. Look at when I was studying, I was the worst person in my class. When teachers come in, I'm like, does everybody speak Finnish here? They all turn around and look at me, Justin, Of course, yeah. Then I now came to your world, and you can imagine how it was for me then. I remember, looking back and how I've grown in it, though my language is not the perfect one right now, but at least I can get myself out of trouble.
You can communicate.
I can get myself out of trouble.
Yeah.
I can tell you I didn't do this. You know, understand? That alone.
I can tell you for sure that one of the things that I first discovered when I came here is that, for example, if there was a situation at work where there was ambiguity, nobody knows who was responsible for this.
Yeah.
Then somebody would just pin it on you because they know that you can't defend it.
Exactly.
So that is the first thing I learned, that, okay, so this has to stop.
Yes.
Because once I learn your language, then therefore after that, I'm able to now have a conversation about these issues.
Exactly.
Another thing is that I think that this is when a foreigner is in a tough situation where there is, for example, they're being accused of something at work. I don't think that there's that obligation that you have to speak Finnish, because it's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
But it's also a way to put people down, because because I remember even those days when the situations were tough. Of course, now I can talk to them in their language.
Yeah.
But when the situations were tough, I immediately switched to English. because because this is a situation where, okay, if you're going to accuse me of something, or if we are going to make this issue clear, then I have to use the language that I'm most comfortable in.
Yeah. That's
so if you tell me that you don't understand, then bring somebody who does, so that we can clear this thing. So sometimes, I'm just saying that sometimes it's also about how you carry yourself.
Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. It's how you carry yourself.
Yes.
You know, it's just to let you know that these people, I don't know, if you let them know how it is, like even at work, I notice it's the same. If you see somebody doing something and you try to correct, you understand, you become a bad person. You understand, in a way, like, you know, until the best way, which I have learned, the best way to correct them is to correct them through their errors. Let them make the mistake. Let them make the mistake.
But does that make you a good employee then?
No, my brother. You have to look for a way that it works for you.
Right.
You know, just because if you don't do it that way, it's the other way around for you. You are now seen as this, like, quote unquote, stubborn person.
Yes.
Everybody's eyes will be on you.
Yeah.
But if you are quiet and you just observe.
Yes.
Observe, and by the time the person makes the mistake, you say, hey, that's not like about it. You know, then it's, you understand? It's be like, oh, thanks. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, you let them do it. By the time they've done it, you correct their mistakes.
Right.
Then they learn. Then they won't call you what they call. They'll be now thankful.
Yes.
For you being who you are. So that is how it is. I think, in my opinion, like, this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
If I see somebody making a mistake, instead of you to tell him immediately, except you know the mistake is going to cost a life, then you can step in.
Right.
But if it is just something, okay. Just let him do it.
As we conclude, as you said, your pockets are full of experience, and your skin is thicker.
Yeah.
Based on these experiences, what would be your raw, and by raw I mean not the sugar-coated Vicky is nice and everything, because we know how this country can be sometimes.
Yeah.
What is your raw advice for a black African who wants to come to Finland to study or through family? What would be your advice to them?
Wow. There are so many things you need to put into consideration when coming to Finland. First things first, is the language. It's a big barrier. People don't know that. It's a very big barrier. Just take, for example, a guy from Afghanistan that just comes here, doesn't speak any English, doesn't understand any Finnish. He only understands Afghanistan. How does he communicate? He now learns the Finnish, and before you know it, he's in the system. I went to work somewhere and I met this Afghan guy, and he told me he's been in Finland for 2 years and he's already doing healthcare job. I'm like, really? So how? It's the language. We are disadvantaged because we speak English. we have people that can speak English.
Yeah, so it becomes difficult.
It becomes difficult for
Yes.
us. But if you can take the language serious and observe the situation, of course you see cultural differences. Don't make it. Don't shout at it. Just be relaxed. It's a
Absorb
shock.
it.
Absorb it. Yeah, and just go with them. Don't be too forward, even though you see them doing certain things. Stay back.
Yes.
I was forward in my school. I told you that was what made the eyes on me, and yeah, you understand.
But you still stayed true to yourself and you finished.
I know,
Yeah.
but it is not a good experience for somebody to go through all that. So don't be too forward. Even if you are opinionated, don't channel it to them. Channel it somewhere else. Let them enjoy their thing and be doing. Like I said, I don't know if it works for everybody. Have a 5-year plan. Have a 5-year plan. You understand? Envisage yourself in 5 years where I'm going to be.
Absolutely.
Of course, life
Absolutely.
happens. And when life happens, you update the plan.
Yes.
You update it. That
Yes,
is
because we don't know about tomorrow.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, and just have the plan. Like me, I had a 5-year plan, like I told you.
Yes.
And life happened,
And you
I updated it.
yes.
I updated it, and now I have another 5-year plan.
Yes.
Which I am looking forward to. Yes,
Good.
and I hope in 5 years' time I will be almost reaching my next milestone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hopefully. Man,
Thank you so much, man.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. And you know,
Thank you for
coming to your
having me.
neighborhood and just having these conversations with you, it's wonderful.
Come again.
Yeah.
Please come again. Please come again. It's a nice place.
Thank you
yeah.
so much, bro.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is Maisha Nordics.